Hello and welcome to Three Questions with. Got my buddy Chris with us from Spark Office. Hey Chris, welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
It's living the dream, my friend. So Chris, why don't we start with just an overview of the space? Tell me about the space.
Sure. So Spark Offices is basically a collaborative workspace located in downtown Manchester, right in one of the mill buildings. We're above Stark Brewing. It used to be Millie's, so it has some history there as well. So basically, it's a collaborative workspace where business professionals, small virtual teams, even larger companies can come in, bring their employees, have them work out of the space. They get free coffee, free Wi-Fi. There's training and networking opportunities. So a lot of different ways to sort of grow your business outside of just having a professional atmosphere as well.
So Chris, they say in life, timing is everything. And, we were talking before the show, and a lot of people, have been working from home and they had the investments in the big space because they thought they needed it. And now I've talked to people that are like, I had one friend, he's like, just my luck, I re-signed my lease in February. And now, we haven't been in the building in months. And I realized that I may not need that. So they're starting to look at spaces like yours saying, this may be a better option to give us the flexibility we need without the overhead. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, absolutely. So, when our initial launch date was supposed to be April 16th. And so when COVID hit, it was sort of like a shock. We're like, how are we going to make this all work? No one's ever going to want to work in a space together again. But I think that was a little drastic thinking from the start. And as we've kind of been through this process now for 3 months or so, we're actually even starting to get people to be interested in the space already before things are completely open. And really what it's geared toward more is smaller businesses, maybe 5 to 10 employees that are like you said, they're discovering that where they didn't think they could work from home before. They're realizing that it's not only is it feasible, but it's sometimes more productive. There's you're not in traffic. Your employees are happier. So there's a lot of really great benefits to working from home. So they're utilizing those virtual aspects, but they do want a place where they can sort of come and touch down and sort of reevaluate projects or come together on a project and really, still get that sort of camaraderie and that sense of team, but also just let employees sort of do their own thing, get the work done on their own timelines, and be successful that way. So we're seeing a lot of people fluctuating. They want to bring in teams of 5, 6, 7 people and have this space be sort of their touchdown area for their business, which is great.
So Chris, I've worked from home in my business since I started, 10, 12 years ago. And it's great and it's horrible all at the same time.
Sure.
Because I work around the clock because I can literally walk down the stairs, hop on and start working. People have approached me over the time, hey, you should get space. And it's been more expensive than I want to spend, to be honest. Let's talk a little bit about pricing, because before the show we spoke and your pricing is extremely reasonable.
Yes. So, being a business owner myself, I am 100% in the same boat you are. I've worked from my house for pretty much my entire life. And so, part of the reasoning for starting this whole collaborative workspace was really just to provide small businesses with an opportunity to get a professional space where they can meet with clients. They can get away from distractions like pets, laundry, spouses. They're really literally just trying to get away from some of those distractions for maybe even just a few hours. And then they can go back to their lives and they can sort of separate the professional from the home life. And I think that's really important because that's something that I've struggled with for the last number of years. And so this space really provides that. And so our pricing structure is pretty simple. We've got 3 packages. Technically we have 4 packages. So I'll start with the 4th package, the final smaller package first. So one package is simply just a virtual membership. Basically, part of our business is we do marketing for companies, and we understand the value of having a good Google place as part of your Google My Business. And so we offer the building as an opportunity to have a downtown location in Manchester. And so that's our virtual package. Not for everybody, but it's definitely a good option for real estate agents, things like that. The next kind of real package that we have is our $95 package. And that includes all the workspace that you see kind of behind me. And then also free Wi-Fi and free coffee. And so really that really is trying to take over for like the people that go to Starbucks or coffee shops, and they sort of spread out. And they sit there all day and they meet with clients. And so that sort of replaces that, because you get all the coffee, you don't have that sort of guilty feeling you have to order something from wherever you are. And by the time you end up spending all that money, you're spending way more than $95 a month on food and
True.
coffee. So that was sort of the benefit for the $95. And then it sort of goes up from there. The $195 package includes all of that, but then also gives you 4 hours of conference time. And so basically it's for meetings, it's for team collaborative events where you just want to get a team of 10 people together and work on a project. That's a really good opportunity to do that. And you can rent that out using our booking system. So that's the $195 package. Then it goes up from there to $345. And that includes, we have one private office that we dedicate to 5 members of the space. And basically they split the month up into 5 different people. And so you get four days of private office time, 4 hours of conference time, and then unlimited use of the space. And so it's really just like it's good for like consulting companies or somebody that wants to use the whiteboard and really go into details with a client. Those are some good opportunities to use that space as well. You can also use it for podcasting, videos, things along those lines. We do have a separate podcast/phone booth room as well that we're playing around with to try to give people that opportunity as well and separate them from the space. But and then the other private office that's in the space right now is actually run by the Center for Women in Enterprise. And if you're familiar with them, basically they offer small businesses with education opportunities, networking, things like that. So they bring in accountants and lawyers and business coaches and HR professionals, and they basically bring those resources to all their members. And that's actually been extended to our members as well now. So there's going to be some learning and education opportunities as well.
So Chris, how about, an attorney, for instance, who needs to meet with clients? Is there an option just to rent a conference room when I need one?
Absolutely, yeah. So you can rent, you don't have to be a member to rent out the spaces. You can rent the conference room, you can rent the private office separately as well. Basically everything is booked online. As a member, you get certain discounts and things like that you wouldn't get as a non-member, but definitely we're super flexible in how we use the space. We also are doing after hours events. So the hours are really from 8 to 5, but then after hours, you actually have the ability to rent the space from 5 to 10 or whenever really. And you essentially can throw networking events, socials, seminars, trainings, things like that. Those are sort of the key value adds that we want to be able to provide for members and for non-members to be able to use the space as well.
Smart. So Chris, how do people reach out to you? How can they learn more?
Yeah, so you can go to sparkoffices.com to learn more about the packages and everything. Or you can always email me at hi@sparkoffices.com. And it's me, so you'll get me right away. So,
Chris, I really appreciate you taking a few minutes to call into the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Awesome. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate it.